Here's 4.5 minutes to go in the half as he gives to Thigpen. A 3-4 yard gain is big today for Indiana.
Purdue is lobbying for a fumble recovery. This is an observation on the Indiana running backs and the receivers. That ball's going on the ground too much. You don't let go of that thing at all until you get up and hand it to the official.
Well, we saw Michael Hart from Michigan last week at Bloomington, who never fumbles. Why are these guys so different? What mechanically are they doing that Michael Hart never does?
That ball did come out. I'll tell you.
This is going to be reviewed.
This may be reviewed, and it may go. This time it may be indisputable. You notice it didn't take Indiana long to get to the football and try to get something run. They do not want this reviewed. Well, what happens is, Dave, in answer to your question, there are technical aspects. The ball should be riveted to your rib cage as if it were welded. And should it be secured by your forearm, that's a fumble. That's a fumble. This thing's going to be reversed. So if you're thinking about that as you get ready for the game, and if you've practiced it enough, then that's what happens. And that's why some backs like Hart essentially never fumble. He'll have 665 carries without a fumble. If you don't drill it enough, and if you don't practice it in intense situations, then when you get in a nitty-gritty situation like this, you fumble it too much.
So George Hall knocks it free, and it looks like a recovery for Justin Scott, the strong safety.
Well, let's just see one more time. Well, again, it's definitely out. It's going to be a matter of whether or not the replay guy can see the knee on the ground prior to the ball coming out. And it's hard for us to see the replay guy, so I don't know exactly who it is with the reflection on that window about who's making the call. They're trying to get Thigpen loose because of his great speed. But once again, George Hall is all over the place, and that's what middle linebackers are supposed to be. That ball is definitely out. What we don't know for sure, and the reason they're looking at it for so long, is they're trying to see if the knee touched the ground before the ball was ejected.
Give Cliff Averill an assist, too. He may be at least as responsible as Hall for knocking it loose. And Averill, the defensive end, had the best half of any Boilermaker defensive player, may have come up with another big play. Thigpen, the fastest Hoosier, top 7 ranked in the Big Ten in the 60, 100, and 200-meter dashes. If he doesn't hang on to the ball, none of that speed's of any use.
4.29 in the 40-yard dash as a football player. And here's a case where it hurt him a little bit because he should have just taken it straight up the field.
Here comes our
Here's
call.
the call.
After review, there is indisputable video evidence that the ball was fumbled. Purdue recovered. First down, Purdue.
What happens after each one of these mistakes? Watch the body language. Did you see the black shirts leaving the field? They're leaping and jumping like 10-year-old kids. They're so happy. On the other sideline, disconsolate, arms held out, angry, arguing to no avail. When we talk about momentum, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about sheer energy.